Hello everyone, and welcome back for this third part in the series on what I do when I'm not playing Golf Clash. Now, playing Golf Clash and making guides often requires a lot of resources. So when I'm not making guides, I'm actively looking for ways in order to help maintain my resources or gain more resources. And that is often playing other games or from sponsorships. Now, sometimes when I'm playing these games, I come across one that I actively enjoy and I like playing, and I continue playing even after it's not useful for me anymore. And in the last two episodes of that game, we have been covering one of those games. And in this episode, we will cover a little bit more in depth of that game and some of the different aspects of that game. If you enjoyed this content and playthrough, please make sure to leave a comment below, and I will actively try to seek out more in order to help. As the game loads here, I want to take a moment once again to remind you, if you click the link in the description or the pinned comment or scan the QR code, you will get a special reward for downloading Raid through my link that includes Uugo, an epic hero that heals and revives characters, as well as, after reaching level 15, the epic hero Drake, and also a few other rewards along with both of those. You can also enter in one of 5 promo codes for a legendary hero: Tree Hugger, Desert Queen, Demon Slayer, Get Alice, or our personal choice Monkey King. Now, hopefully, thanks to the collaboration between Paramount and Raid Shadow Legends, you should be getting close to receiving your free legendary hero Michelangelo. And I'm going to go into a little bit of why I enjoyed this character. So if you look into the skills of Michelangelo, when there is an attack on him, he has a chance to place a shield equal to 300% of his attack. If you pair this with a healing equipment, when he gets attacked, he gets the shield, and then he turns around and heals to recover that shield amount on his next attack. And as a reminder, during this event, you can also get Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, April, and even the Shredder. Now, I'm going to show you this in play with Monkey King combined. So this is the final stage of the Brutal, where you get an orange shard if you complete it for 3 stars on the entire course. As you can see here, Monkey King is doing some big hits, but can get killed. Almost did there, but Michelangelo kept getting hit and placing the shield and then recovering when he delivered his hit. What this does is this allows plenty of time in instances where the Monkey King does get killed, like right here, for Michelangelo to stay alive and actually heal, and then the Monkey King to recover and come back to life, and you can get it one with 3 shards. And here you can actually see Monkey King dies on multiple times on this, but yet still comes back to life, giving us that strong. For the rest of this video, I'm going to discuss some of the other modes of the game that I have unlocked so far. There's many modes that unlock as you level up, so this is going to be some of the ones that I have unlocked to this point that will help you advance your heroes and make them stronger. The first one being factions. Now, in this particular faction for today, I only had one character that was able to play, and in order to actually win this battle, I had to go level him up, equipping with some equipment that I had leveled up from previous missions, and run him through. Factions give you items that you can use to craft different grades of weapons. So you want to compete in these as soon as possible, and every one that you can do, in order to get material in order to craft some of the better gear for your heroes. Here, this hero just barely clears it, but it's good enough that I can go through and go ahead and turn on auto to complete the next 11 and get all of those materials. The next area I'm going to look at is the special event dungeon featuring the Shredder from the collaboration of Paramount and Raid Shadow Legends. In this one, you'll get battle against Shredder and some minions in order to win higher gear that's associated with rings or banners or specialty event only gear. You get to pick 5 of your heroes to battle, and in this one I'm battling Shredder and 2 minions. As you can see, the minions are quite strong because they knock out quite a bit of my power right away. But if you can kill both of them and survive with just Michelangelo and Monkey King, then you can win it. As you see here, I'm only left with Michelangelo and Kale, and just barely Kale, but Monkey King revives, and then both of them together at this point will take over and defeat the Shredder. If I hadn't gotten lucky and drawn another Ninja Turtle at this point, I'd be using Michelangelo's other special ability, which is anytime another Ninja Turtle attacks, he attacks along with it, giving him twice the amount of attacks, which would be very helpful. I easily win that battle, and so I'm going to try the next level to see how we do. Again, it is only Shredder and 2 minions, so I think I can handle it because 2 minions don't do as much damage. Just like the previous battle, their first round of attacks that come before really I get any big attacks in pretty much takes out most of my characters. And then once Monkey King revives, we're able to pretty much be 2-on-1 against a Shredder and win it. The reviving capabilities of Monkey King really helps in these types of battles, along with Michelangelo's ability to both be missed in attacks and create the shield and heal. And like I said, you get from this the ability to win some higher tier gear that you don't normally get from playing through the campaign at the level that we're currently playing at. So these are good to stick in there every now and then when you're wanting to level some characters and just try to get a few extra sets of gear. So after winning that one, I try my luck with the next level, which has 4 minions along with the Shredder, and this one doesn't go very well. I get very quickly destroyed in this battle. Now, this dungeon will not be included in any of your missions. The next dungeon we're going to look at is one that is often included in the missions and is also very important in Ascension, and that's the Potions dungeons. This one particular being Void Potions. For this mission, I needed to collect 5 of the middle strength potions. And so you just go through, same 5 characters, just like the other dungeons, except for your boss is one particular to the Void. This one tends to use poison, and you don't have to really worry about any kind of special technique for defeating this other than a little bit of power. Some of the others have healing capabilities or shield capabilities. There are 5 total that each have different capabilities. Spirit is one that I often have to play the most in order to ascend both Michelangelo and Monkey King, because they both have that. One tip along with this, when it comes to ascending, you will have missions where you have to ascend to a 5-star one of the heroes, and you might want to wait and save ascending a hero that doesn't need to go past 4 for any particular reason for those particular one. After completing that mission and the next couple of missions we had already completed previously, we come up upon the next dungeon I want to look at, which is the Fire Knight. Now, the Fire Knight does have a special trick you need in order to complete it. What the Fire Knight does is it has a shield, and you have to hit it a certain number of times before it will release the shield. This particular level is 7. So you want heroes that have multi-hits like that previous one in Michelangelo that can have, 2 to 3 hits each. And that allows you to have your other characters provide big, strong hits to it. The Fire Knight also tends to put a slowdown on you, which can keep your characters from hitting it. And you'll see in this next one here that I lose it because I ran out. I wasn't able to get the hits in, and a couple of my characters died, and I just ended it and restarted it in order to complete it with the next one. As I finish battling the Fire Knight here in the background in order to complete this mission, I want to remind you, if you haven't already joined us, you can by clicking the link in the description, the pinned comment, or scanning the QR code. If you do so, you will receive a healer and reviver Uugo as a special reward, along with some stuff to help ascend it, as well as after reaching level 15, the epic hero Drake. You can also use promo code TreeHugger, Desert Queen, Demon Slayer, Get Alice, or Monkey King, the one that you're watching me battle with, in order to get a free legendary champion to start. Also, you will get the legendary hero Michelangelo after logging in on your 7th day. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching through this episode, and hopefully it helps you get a little bit further and learn how to defeat some of these dungeons. For the last episode in this series, we'll look at some of the dungeons that I was able to unlock in this short period of time that I did not have unlocked yet at this point, as well as I'll do a couple live streams where I'll have some gameplay as well as some Q&A to discuss the game and any issues you guys are having with the game. Thank you, and I appreciate everybody that has downloaded the game and played along with us and watched these videos for me.